Hello everyone, Mr. Taylor here. We want to look at lesson 16.2 of module 16, managing your money and planning your future. Remember we were in unit 7, financial literacy. Okay, let's get started. Your objective will be that you will calculate and compare the cost of repaying a loan. So what we mean by compare, you're going to look at a couple of loans, maybe 2 or 3 different loans, and see which is the better approach as far as repaying the money back. And key vocabulary here will be interests. So, we were all in. If not, you will be in a situation pretty soon. As adults and as your parents, and we're always in situations where we have to compare loans and determine how long we want to get these loans, and is it beneficial for us to pay less money or a little bit more money to pay the loan off sooner. But this is what we want to try and get into in this particular lesson. So you saw in example 1 how the interest rate affects the cost of borrowing money. The time taken to repay the loan also affects the cost. So Susan here has a balance of $1,000 on her credit card. So she said, hey, I'm going to stop using this card and I'm going to pay the minimum monthly amount until the loan is paid off. So here's the information that they give us here about Susan. The $1,000, her term for the minimum amount is 93 months and interest rate is 18% per year. So we want to take the time and calculate her monthly payment. So again, we're going to use the TI NSPIRE if you have that calculator. And then we want to do is we're going to go to the home screen, create a new document, add a calculator, press menu, go down to finance, and click financial solver. Once we get to financial solver, we need to put in end from what they gave us. They said end was 93 months. Interest rate is 18. Notice that you don't necessarily have to do this. I just find it easy to do to put a negative in front of the $1,000, which is the present value, and I do that because it's going to decrease. And of course, payments per year is the only other thing we're going to add, which is 12. Notice I didn't put anything for future value because I want the computer to understand that 0 will be the future value. So then I go back up, highlight payment, and hit enter, and it'll tell me that my payment or her payment is $20.01 per month. Okay, so now we want to get to, well, what is her total repayment? What's the cost of the loan? What is she's going to pay for this $1,000? So remember, a loan amount was $1,000. 93 months is the term, and 18% interest rate. If we look at this here, remember I got a new document here, and I'm adding a calculator. So if she's paying $20.01 a month, what we calculated earlier, the financial calculator did. So if we know it's 93 months, so $20.01 times 93 means that she's going to pay $1,860.93 back. Now to see how much interest she's paying, we just simply subtract 1,000 from $1,860.93, and we see the cost of her borrowing that money or taking that amount of time to pay that loan, $860.93. It's quite a bit, but you have to do what you have to do in a financial situation. Okay, so here let's take a look at something, and what I want you to do at this point is you might want to go back and review what we just did, and then take your calculator. Even if you have an 84, you have the same format, but you want to stop it now at this point and see, can you work the actual exercise for Laura. Okay, so go ahead and stop it and then come back when you're done. All right, so hopefully you've already looked at Laura's assessments. So Laura had a balance of $1,000 at 18% on her card, and she stopped using her card, and she want to pay as much as she can each month to pay off the loan. So she decided she's going to take 3 years to do it, same thousand, same interest rate, and we want to know what's her total repayment. Okay. So we go back to our financial solver. So if you sort of need to know how to do that, then just go back and see how we got to this point. Well, we need to know what N is. She said she want to pay it off in 3 years, but she's going to pay a monthly payment. So there are 12 months per year, and 12 times 3 is going to give us 36 months. So you want to input 36 for N, 18 for the rate. Again, a negative 1,000 or 1,000 payments per year, 12. Highlight payment, hit enter, and it will give you $36.15. This is money, guys. Money rounds to the 100th place. So if this was a number, this 2 is less than 5, so we just drop all these numbers off and keep it at $36.15. Okay, so now we need to see how much she's paying for this. So $36.15 times 36 months will give us $1,301.40. We subtract $1,000 from $1,301.40, and we get $301.40 is her interest, or what she's paying for her money. So we kind of think about which one at this point is paying less interest. Okay, we may want to get there. Okay, think about this. Go ahead and stop it now and think about this. If Susan had put $20 in her checking account each month, how much or how long would it take her to save 1,000? And compare this to the time it took her to pay off a loan, and then Laura paid off her debt in 36 months, while Susan took 93, and you want to find out how much less Susan paid. Okay. Okay, so also take a look at, did not mean to go that far. Let's see, can we go back? Oh, okay. So here, let's take a look at this, what we need to do for your actual um, on your own or your turn. So make sure you write this down, stop the video, write this down, and fill this out. And again, we're doing it with the NSPIRE. Okay, so think about this. If Susan is going to put $20 in her savings account, so she has $20. So this is something like 20x is equal to 1,000, and then you're just simply going to divide 1,000 by 20, and you'll get 50 months. So remember here, you just 20x, so you're going to divide both sides by 20. So the only thing you're doing here is dividing 20 into 1,000, and that's going to give you 50. Okay, so it says, well, how compare this to how long it took her to pay off her credit card of 1,000. So now you're looking at it. Before, she had 93 months. So it take her 50 months to, so you're looking at, so well, what's 93 minus 50? And we're looking at saving roughly, is that 43 months? It's a long time. Okay, 43 months. All right, so now we're at Laura. She paid off her debt in 36 months, while Susan took 93 to pay off her debt. Well, how much less did Laura pay? So let's go back and look real quickly, see what Laura paid. Laura paid $301.40 and 860.93. So the difference. So that's, again, we're looking at and making sure I write this, 860.93 minus, and I think it's 301.40. I'll go back real quickly to make sure that that is correct. Let's see, 860.93 and 301.40. Yes, that is correct. So we'll just try to find the difference here, and you just simply subtracting. So I see 5, and 1 from 10 is 9, and that's 5, and 3 from 8, that's $559, guys. That's $559.53 if my math is correct. So here, let's see, we're going to subtract 0, and then 5 is 4, then 1 from 10 is 9, bring down to 5, and then 3 from 8. That's quite a bit of money. Okay, let's take a look at the last on your own. So we actually use the NSPIRE here to fill in the blanks. So I've already did this for you. Hopefully you've already stopped and took this down. If not, take a minute, write it down, and come back. Well, let's see. So we have $5,000 at 2 years. So here, 2 years is 2 times 12, which is 24, 15% interest, 5,000 payments per year, 12. So I'm going to go back, and once I put that information in, highlight, and I'm getting a payment of $242.43. Notice I'm going to drop the rest of these figures because the 3 behind the 3 is less than 5. So what is the total interest paid? So again, my monthly payment, I guess maybe I should write that in. My monthly payment is $242, 43. Total repayment is let's see, 5,818.32, and interest paid $818.32. So that's equals 818.32. Okay, let's take a look at the very last one, and it says a loan amount of 5,000. So, but here you're talking about 4 years, so that's 48 months, and 15, and number of payments 12. Click payments, and we have the monthly payment of $139.15. Total repayment is, wow, $6,679.20. And how much do they pay in interest? $1,679.20. So this sort of tells me, and it should tell you, that the higher the rate and the longer you pay, the less monthly payment you pay, the more you're going to pay in interest. All right, this is Mr. Taylor. Again, if you have not subscribed, please do so. And again, comments are always welcome. I'll see you soon.